Good morning, air signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscription. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've been seeing that I've been posting both singles and couples readings. Okay, so I like to continue on in that vein, and what I like to do for you guys for this month, and this reading is valid until the end of next month, is to start off with an air sign singles reading, okay? And in this reading, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cover four specific areas here. I'm going to examine an old pattern that many of you seem to be clinging to and that you might want to consider releasing. And it seems as a pattern that you've gained from previous relationship and it just hasn't been working. So it is an energy that I will introduce to you within the cards. Um, I'm going to be using another oracle deck today, one perhaps that you have not seen. All right. The second question I like to address is what you really should know right now, or what you need to embrace. Okay. The third, I would like to share with you any challenges or obstacles that may crop up as you move on during this time period. And then I'm just going to go on and just share with you what I'm seeing coming up for you, or and what you might consider doing to manifest your desired outcome, which is to meet a new person, right, ladies and gentlemen? So rest assured that this reading will not resonate for each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the information that you are, and in fact, seeking. All right. So I'm going to go on and just shuffle up these cards here and just to see what message Spirit has to share with you in regards to your romantic life and what seems to be coming up for you guys for the future. Okay, Spirit, what message would you like for me to share for air signs, particularly during this time period in question? Okay, so let's start off by just examining the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck here. I'm going to go on and just I'm going to select several cards here for you guys here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go on and select these two. We have Love Who You Are, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have Physical Touch. Okay. So let's start with Loving Who You Are. Okay. This card is certainly indicating to you that, as this message reads here on the cards, you are divine. You're delightful and you're deserving of the wonderful things that life has to offer. So, certainly, you are the captain of your own ship, ladies and gentlemen. Love who you are. Because this card is kind of suggesting when you love yourself more, you'll be able to attract the love that many of you are seeking. Okay? So you need to reinvent, kind of go back and reevaluate, your worth. Do you know your worth, Gemini? I mean, air signs. And do you realize that you deserve love? Okay? And what you're seeing here, look at the background, look at the waters. They seem to be rather harsh, you know? So this water certainly, just by looking at this image, this symbolism here, it certainly is going to calm when you really discover what you really truly want and what your intentions are. So that's very important. All right. And now you have physical touch. Okay. This says that a tender touch can mean so much. So this card is suggesting that, your small interactions, ladies and gentlemen, with others is key or are key. Okay. Touching others, tends to really soothe the soul here that I'm getting here with that physical touch card here. All right. Now let's just move right along and look at an old pattern that many of you seem to be clinging to. And Perhaps many of you need to consider releasing it so that you can, gain a better outlook or when it comes to future relationships here. We have practice compassion. All right? See things from a fresh perspective. So let's look at this in terms of something that you're clinging to, this energy of this card. So perhaps many of you had problems, ladies and gentlemen, practicing compassion and really seeing things from a fresh perspective because it seems that you really couldn't see beyond the hurt that you sustained in the past and you just keep reliving those moments over and over and over again. I'm getting. And this, ladies and gentlemen, has really impeded success. And if you're still holding on to guilt and resentment now, it's still impeding it. All right? I feel that many of you had a hard time understanding others' viewpoints, particularly if their sentiments went against what you felt were right for you. Again, what's right for you may not be right for someone else here. All right? This card is urging you, air signs, to try to be a bit more open minded and develop more compassion, more tolerance. Because sometimes you can be hurt so many times that that you don't have any tolerance for bullshit, right? But you need to kind of open yourself back up a bit more here because I think this is kind of impeding your ability to find a new mate or to really keep one here because many of you are very independent and you think you know everything, including myself because I'm an air sign too. Okay? But, you just have to learn to practice this. All right? Let's move right along and look at an energy that you might want to consider embracing right now at this moment. Okay? We have spend quality time together. All right? This card is kind of indicating to me that many of you have met someone else new because certainly you can't spend quality time when you don't have anyone. So if you have yet to meet this person, you will be meeting this person very soon here. And when you do, listen and talk compassionately with one another. Okay? Consider, ladies and gentlemen, also how you express yourself. Listen to understand, not to respond, which so many people tend to do. And then when you listen like that, you don't hear what the person is saying because you've already formulated your opinion before the person even is allowed to speak. So give another your full attention here, okay? It also may represent that some of you may be going on some type of romantic interlude very soon, or some type of romantic getaway with this ardent new lover. All right. So now let's move right along and look at, what challenges or obstacles might crop up in your situation here. Okay. Wow, this is a very good card here, but it's challenging you. Be in the present and dream of the future. This card is kind of asking you, ladies and gentlemen, when you dream, everything is possible. So let's look at this card from a more challenging viewpoint. This card is telling you that you will have a hard time trying to live in this moment because it seems that you keep playing that same old love song over and over and over again. So much so that it does not serve your worth here. It's time that you be in the present. Stop focusing so much on things that have happened badly to you, okay? And understand that your past, ladies and gentlemen, certainly does not determine your future. Commit to a goal or commit to a relationship and stick with it. But you need to embrace change, which seems to be an echoing theme in all of your readings that I've been doing. All right. So let's move right along and look at, ladies and gentlemen, your future. What might be coming up? What you might need to do, ladies and gentlemen, to manifest the results that you are, in fact, seeking. All right, so we have romance. This card is indicating that you should lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So it's clear to me that you singles out there, you're not going to be single too long because it seems that someone is already in your energy field. And I'm going to help you identify exactly who that person is by selecting some letters, following this reading. All right. So with romance, this is certainly telling you that, you know, it's time that you get up off your rump and start enjoying yourself a bit more here. Relieve, release fear. I feel that some of you might even also have recently ended a painful relationship or, in fact, a situationship. And this card urges you to not only move forward with someone's new, but pamper yourself a bit more here. And once you do this, you certainly will be better enabled to accomplish all of the objectives that you're seeking. This card is also asking you to either do something special for yourself or do something special for this new person, but of course within reason. So don't do anything irrational, all right? And then your last card here that I selected is this card is telling you take a leap of faith, ladies and gentlemen. Take a chance. Because when you love, your lives tend to change or your life is certainly is going to change forever. You know? This card is certainly telling you that it is safe for you to love, ladies and gentlemen. To let your guard down because I know that many of your hearts have frozen. It's time to open up. Okay? It's time, as I said, to take a leap of faith and don't allow your fear to get in your way. All right? So, what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, as I indicated to you, actually, I'm going to just give you a few more additional actions that you might consider taking to manifest the love that you're seeking here. And I'm going to use my manifestation cards here in order to do that. And then we're going to move on and select those letters to help you identify the person, the people either in your energy field or coming towards you during this time period. So, Spirit, please give me a few additional messages to share with air signs regarding actions that they can take to continue to manifest the love that they're seeking, as well as to have inner peace, and to continue to restore harmony within a romantic situation. Give me a few messages, please. All right, let's see what we have. Again, I can't stress it any further. It's time that you guys forgive. You have to let that past shit go. As long as you continue to hold on to it, you're never going to move forward in any direction. You're going to stay in a stalemated type situation if you don't do that. Okay? Reveal whatever that needs to be seen here. It's time that you do that. It's time that you be very authentic with yourself. But your focus must be on you a bit more. Reflect on your own priorities and stop worrying about others so much. It's time that many of you take some effort to detoxify yourself, and it doesn't necessarily mean from drugs, but usually it is. Drugs and various substance abuses, alcohol, but also from, this distorted feminine, this distorted masculine, having all of these types of fears and not really trusting your intuition. It's time that you stop doing those things and start embracing change so that you can change your life. Okay? With regards to this situation, think it through. Think of all of the pros and cons of moving forward with someone new, or if any of you is still considering returning to an ex. There's something that you're going to certainly have to think through, but it's an unwise decision that I'm getting. All right? And last but not least with these cards, be real. Okay? Because if you can't be real to yourself, you certainly can't be real to anyone else. All right? So, let me go on and just take out my bag of 200 letters. And we're going to help air signs, single air signs, identify the people coming into your energy field of the ones who all already may be there. So Spirit, please help me identify the people coming towards air signs during this time period in question. Okay, let's see what we have. I'm going to select 20 letters as indicated. Okay, we have an F, a C, an O, a D, an E, an L, an S. We have a blank letter. Okay, this is a bonus letter, and I'm going to explain to you how to use it at the end. We have an I, an E, a Z, a Q, an O. Let's see how many letters we have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Let's pull 7 more letters, okay? And then I'm going to call them all back to you guys and then share with you how to use that blank letter. 1, 4, 6, 7. Okay. We have a V, a P, an L, an L, a T, an E, as well as another T. And ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that an X might even appear in those letters as well. And then you have this blank letter. So that means, ladies and gentlemen, that you can select any letter that you wish. If it would make a help you spell out a name or to identify someone here, this is more of a bonus for you guys. All right? So let me call them back to make sure that you have them all. You have 2 O's. There are 3 E's, 2 L's, no, 3 L's. There's an I, C, D, F, S, 2 T's, a Z, a P, a Q, a V, and of course this blank letter, which as I indicated, you can use, select any letter that you desire. All right? So in conclusion, air signs, I'm just going to leave you with a message meant simply for you with my postcards that I have here. So Spirit, what final message would you like for me to share with air signs regarding his or her situation? Okay, let's see. What final message? All right. We have this postcard here. I'm going to read it as it is written. Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one, even if it may feel like you are in free fall. We are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirits got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. So, ladies and gentlemen, air signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading had offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share if this reading has resonated. Subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. And if you'd like to have a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown@watconsultinginc.net. Within the coming days, ladies and gentlemen, I will be giving you a way that you can join my channel. I'm just trying to figure out the method that I'm going to do here before actually putting it up there. But of course, I'm going to be posting more special topics, readings of this nature, and as well as more extended type readings. Okay, so look forward to that coming soon. All right, so air signs, have a nice day, and I look forward to hearing your response.